Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. We're here after the Real Madrid Athletico Bilbao live watch along. Let's jump into my reaction. First, continue this tradition of going through my tweets during the game. Here we have Kylian Mbappe's first goal. I mean, great pass from Trent from that right-hand side. Takes a great touch, goes past the first defender, goes past the second. Insane finish. Insane finish. And this is a goal that only Kylian Mbappe can score in the world. Even Dembele, my Dembele, maybe. But yeah, this is a type of goal. It's Mbappe-esque. It's R9-esque. Madrid have looked really great this first 10 minutes, and they look great for the entire 90 minutes this game. Death, taxes, and Courtois saving Madrid's ass. Like, last season, I felt a little bit downhill in Courtois, even though he was still good. And I was like, maybe his downfall has started to come. But this dude is still basically the best goalkeeper in the world. Him, Donna. Like, Courtois is so huge. Because this was tweeted after one chance. It was that huge chance for Atletico Bilbao. Nico squares it. That's a goal every single day, but Courtois is Courtois. It took 38 minutes for Jude Bellingham to have his first and only impactful move in this game. What a line about player. And then, as soon as I tweeted that, he continued to have some good moments and ended off the first half with some better movements in that last 10 minutes. And then second half starts. And the entire second half, it was a prime ghosting session from Ghostingham. Like, I didn't see Bellingham a single time. Just such a line about player. You know, Madrid and Barca fans do this. Not Barca fans, Madrid fans do it. The comparison Pedri and Bellingham. And I mean, we watched Pedri yesterday. And we watched Bellingham today. And the thing with Bellingham is, we saw Bellingham versus Barca, for example. Incredible performance. But it's the consistency. How many times does Bellingham look like that? And even that game is a little bit overrated as well. But it's the consistency, like completely unimpactful. This is a game that Madrid were really great and were so good. We felt like they were playing with 10 players. Like, and for me, just the biggest thing is what I lied about player. Because Bellingham, for me, he's just like a decent to good player. But people call him the best midfielder in the world, one of the best midfielders in the world, potential all-time great and all of that. I've never seen it. Then we had this dive from Mbappe. I mean, it was 10 out of 10 dive from Mbappe here. Like, absolutely filthy. You see, far away from any contact, and he just flies. He's actually a bad diver. This was a great team goal here from Madrid. Bellingham gets across to Mbappe. Valverde with the dummy. Good cross here with Trent. Gets a pre-assist. So Trent, assist for the first goal. Pre-assist for the second goal. And Mbappe gets an assist. And a great header here from Camavinga, who had a spectacular game, Camavinga, today. Bilbao are holding at least 4. Because Paris Saint-Germain will play them next week, so hopefully we do that. This is less about the game, so we don't have to care about that. Then we have this Mbappe goal. I mean, insane. We can question Unai Simon's positioning, and they should be doing better here. I mean, this is the Spanish international starting goalkeeper. Shouldn't be. I think both David Raya and now Juan Garcia coming through the ranks should be the starter ahead of him. But what a finish from Kylian Mbappe. I remember he scored one goal like this in the beginning of the season in La Liga, and he did it again. His signature finish from outside of the box. Absolutely insane finish from Kylian Mbappe. Nico Williams. Nico's decision to stay at Bilbao and reject Barca might go down as one of the worst moves ever. Like, Nico Williams, I still cannot, till this day, comprehend the reason he stayed. And the only thing I can say is money. Bilbao offered way more wages and bonuses and all of that to Nico Williams than what Barca did. And that's the reason he stayed. Complete stinker from him. And then to finish off the game, a great performance by Madrid tonight, second best after El Clasico, and it was badly needed after 3 straight draws in La Liga. Mbappe, Vini do look good, Trent, Camavinga had their best games of the season, and Courtois being clutch as usual. The title race is on, and that's, you know, the title for the video. The title race is definitely on in La Liga BBVA. Barca sitting first, only 1 point ahead of Real Madrid. Got Villarreal, who have a game in hand. Atletico Madrid, obviously, who lost to Barca in their recent game. But it's obviously always going to be about Barca and Madrid. Madrid, 32 goals, 42 goals to Barca, 13 goals conceded. Goal difference a little bit similar. Madrid, it's more about drawing. Barca, it's more about losing. Lost 5 matches. You can see Madrid with their 3 triple draws. I mean, they had the lead, and then they've lost it. Take a look at the home table. Barca, 8 out of 8 wins at home, showing that they're a home team. And Real Madrid, they've just played less games at home. They also have 6 out of 6 at their home ground. 14-3, Barca 26-5, showing they're very strong at home. And then we look at away. Despite the 3 draws, Madrid have still been by far the best team away in La Liga, by far having played the most games away in La Liga as well. Barca played 2 less, so they could actually cement their spot. But it's been a really tighter race so far between Barca and Madrid, which I believe will continue until the end of the season. Will be even tighter than last season. Let me see if I can check up how Barca winning with 4 points. I think it's going to be tighter. I think it could potentially go down to the last game of the season. But now let's go a little bit more detailed into the game. Stats-wise, 62% for Real Madrid. Absolutely bossing possession here away at Atheltic Bilbao. Now, Bilbao were pressing in some moments and everything. 38% for Atheltic Bilbao. 2 XG, which just shows Mbappe scored some absolute golas yoros. And then you got Bilbao with 0.87. 6 big chances for Real Madrid. They were a little bit wasteful. Vini missing, I think, 1 to 2 big chances. But yeah, really great performance from Madrid. And as I mentioned in my tweet, in my opinion, the second best performance after that El Clasico performance. And it was badly needed. 4th straight game away for Real Madrid. 3 draws. They just had to win this game. And not just win it, but win it convincingly. Because Barca, their brothers, won extremely convincingly against an even tougher side. They were obviously at home as well. And so on. Atletico Bilbao, I said this before when I saw the lineup before the game. Who are these NPCs? Like, they didn't play their best players. They have... Oh, maybe he's injured? So they have Iñaki Williams, he's injured. They used to have some dude, like an offensive 8, who was really good. They have Yuri Berčić. So weird. It was such a shit team. On La Liga quality. So, like, this is Bilbao say 5th in La Liga. They say like 30th in the UCL. Villarreal say 3rd in La Liga. They say like 34th in the UCL. Like, the quality of La Liga. I'm not taking away from Madrid's victory. It's a huge victory versus a good team in La Liga. But overall, the quality in La Liga is just... It's Nico Williams and bums. Like, Unai Simon, like, this dude is a bum, man. Overrated. That Euros campaign and Spain Fugaziness gave him some hype and PR. But now let's go a little bit more into Madrid. Courtois just does his job. Just does his job. You can question his ball playing ability, maybe do that. But as a shot stopper, I mean, just isn't any better in the game, man, apart from maybe Donna. Like, super performance from Courtois, huge performance. Trent Alexander-Arnold, probably, I haven't watched every single Madrid game, but from the games that I've watched, this looked like the best one. Again, a lot of it had to do with Bilbao. When Madrid usually play La Liga teams, lower ranked teams, especially away, the opposition is parking the bus, is sitting back. Madrid have to, open the lines and everything, and that's where Madrid usually struggled. But this was a perfect game for Madrid. Atletico Bilbao were either pressing high or sitting in a mid-block very high up, which meant there was a lot of space in behind. That's why Vini and Mbappe looked good. And then obviously Trent looked good because then he could make those counter-attacking passes. So the game type suited Real Madrid a lot, and it suited Trent Alexander a lot. He was also good defensively. I mean, I don't remember he got cooked a single time. Dribble passed once. Was it by Nico? Yeah, probably. But he had a very good defensive performance versus Nico. Barely felt he did anything. Obviously, went off injured. Not the best sign for Madrid. The only positive sign is the recent injury I had with Madrid was a hamstring. This looks to be an ankle. But yeah, hopefully Trent comes back as soon as possible. Militao, good performance again from Militao. The defenders really didn't have to do that much. Happy to see Rudiger coming back from injury. Good performance from him. Carreras, another solid quality performance. Like, he's been a very underrated signing in the summer transfer window. Very important signing and a very good signing for Real Madrid. Very good performance from him. Tchouameni, didn't notice him that much. Bilbao didn't have that much of the ball, that many attacks. We didn't see his defensive ability that much. And as I said, Madrid didn't really build up as much as they do. They mostly were looking for those long balls and outlets. Camavinga, top performance. Camavinga was woeful last year, which was a little bit surprising coming off that Champions League final he had versus Dortmund. But I always saw Camavinga under Xabi Alonso as very good for him. I think whether Xabi plays the 4-3-3 that he's playing now, which is basically Carlos formation, or if he switches to a 5 at the back, I think Camavinga suits Xabi ball perfectly. Very good with the ball and off the ball. Unlike maybe a Chouameni, who is very good off the ball, not the best on the ball. Camavinga gives you both. Perfect box to box, very great performance, gets the deserved goal, but obviously goes off injured. So hopefully, not the worst for Camavinga in this game. Valverde, a player that has been struggling ever since Xabi Alonso came in as the manager, played in this makeshift right wing position, and maybe it's the best position for him so far because the double pivot doesn't really suit him. Then when he played Jude here, maybe this is going to be Valverde's rest of the season, maybe alternating with Bellingham, depending on Guller's form and everything. Bellingham gets an 8.5. Wait, what? So, offensively, he basically did nothing. You have one chance created, not a single shot. One dribble, 9 passes into the final third, 4 out of 4 accurate. Okay, so the passing number is decent. And then very good defensive stats. 8.5. Jude, as I said this game, once again, unimpactful, invincible. And this is a 10, and his best numbers are defensive stats. Only one chance created, with loads of space being open in Bilbao's backyard. But this is why, once again, never take these rating apps seriously when it comes to... take the stats seriously. Don't take the rating seriously. 8.5. Woeful. Vinicius Jr., good game from him. Needs to do better when he's finishing. When he gets those chances, he has to be more of a killer. But so hit the woodwork. And he had some good link up with Mbappe this game. Some good 1-2s and so on. Obviously not what you expect from the Vini and Mbappe duo, especially when Mbappe signed for the club, but definitely some slight improvements. And then you have Mbappe, monsterful performance. 4 dribbles, two goals, 1 assist. I mean, he was involved in all Madrid goals. He was creating so much. He was always involved, always energetic. His link up looked good. His runs in behind looked good. Top performance from Kylian Mbappe. Not that much more to say. Really great. Obviously, the biggest thing for Mbappe is still to start doing it in the big games. That's what I would say. That's what most logical people would say. And it's going to be hard for me to absolutely rate Mbappe, who's potentially having a Ballon d'Or-esque season, if he can't do it in the big games. Because that's what matters. That's what differentiates between you and other players. But he's definitely been the best La Liga player so far this season. Definitely going to win the Pichichi. And, yeah. Top performance from Mbappe. And a top performance from Real Madrid. I saw some recent reports previously that Xabi Alonso sat down with the Madrid players, the ones that were complaining about him, the players that were supporting him, and basically had a discussion saying, you know what? Everything has happened. Everything is gone. Let's look forward. Let's be optimistic. Let's be positive. And they get this great performance and they get this great result. Defending really well, attacking really well. And again, maybe it's Atletico Bilbao that play football that suited Madrid. So we'll have to wait and see for Real Madrid's next game. And they will obviously be playing City next week, midweek. So that's going to be a very good test to see how good this Madrid side are, even though maybe City aren't the best. And I think they're going to play Alaves on the weekend or something. But at home, so it's going to be an easy game. It's only away where Madrid usually struggle in La Liga. And yeah, it looks, the title race is definitely on. Very excited for it. Obviously, Barca and Madrid in the league will not be facing each other for a very long time. I mean, Barca face Madrid probably in May, towards the end of the season. That's usually where they put the El Clasico. Yeah, 10th of May. That's where El Clasico is going to be played between Madrid and Barca. But we should be having a Supercopa de España right here. So this is a semi-final. Madrid beats Atletico, Barca beats Bilbao, and then they will face off in, 13th of January. So that's the big game to look up for. As I said, it's not going to be played in La Liga. It's not going to be points tally in La Liga, but it's a mental game. Can Madrid get a second consecutive victory over Barca, or will Barca go back to winning ways versus Madrid? But yeah, really great performance, really enjoyable game to watch, apart from the last 30 minutes because the game was completely killed off. But yeah, good optimism for Madrid at the moment. The title race is officially on. That's been it from boy PS Gent. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez Paris.